And I remember before I even ventured into music industry, I was a banker. Do you know that? What? That's the point when all your fears are confirmed. So yeah, I've worked with several big hits, that is big artists, cartoon comedian, Crazy Kena in different capacities, Sami Kioko, Tom Daktari, so and many others.
Hello good people, welcome to yet another episode of Unlimited by Muna, and this is the channel where we give you tips on how to start, manage and grow your business. And apart from that, we also give you the fundamentals of modern business, and here is such a story that we'd like to cover today. And with me today here is a guest that I would like to unveil to you just in a short while, but I'll start by describing him. Personally, I know him as a person who has started from scratch, somebody who against all odds has been able to thrive in the music industry. I have seen him as a musician, I have seen him winning awards, I have seen him producing music. He has even worked with some of the most renowned names here in Kenya, and I'll give him an opportunity to introduce himself and how he has been able to survive in this kind of industry. So producer Nana, I have seen you grow from scratch. I have seen you do production. I have seen you do music. I have seen you win award after award. I want you to start by introducing yourself and tell us what you do.
Wow, thank you so much, Mona, for this opportunity. At least we can have a chat, and of course be able to share our stories here and there with other people. So I'm producer Nana, popularly known as Nana Break It Down, J Nana. I run a record label, Hawane Records, and I also run a music school, that is the Hawane School of Music Production. And above that, let me come now talk about myself. You mentioned about the awards. Yes, I'm an award-winning music producer. I've won many awards, 8 now. 8 awards.
Okay. And are they the same people who are giving you awards?
No, different awards. Okay. Different awards. Of course, some have been repetitive, like FEMA, I did FEMA 2021, 2022. I also won People's Choice Award 2022, 2023, and many others here and there. That is, I won't really mention all of them, but I've won at least 8 awards so far and many nominations. Yeah, because of the, of course, exemplary work that I'm doing in the industry, making music, kupiga biashara, nini, mambo kama hayo. So yeah, I've worked with several big hits, that is big artists, cartoon comedian. Of course, she ventured in music, and of course, when she was looking for a producer to work with, she came to me, and of course all the music that we have done has really done well in the industry. I'm also working with Fari Athman. She was a fresh hit. Alitokea akaingia kwa industry, tukafanya kazi kali, akashika na akaenda kiendaga. I've worked with Doro Kenti, Lucinia Kareano, wase wamehit wanaonekana kila place, and many others, Kelechi Africana, and many more.
Kelechi Africana also?
Yes, yeah. So and many others, Crazy Kena in different capacities, Sami Kioko, Tom Daktari. I've worked with
some. And the Kina Kasolos, I've also seen you working with Kasolos.
Yes, so Stephen Kasolos, also John K, Mbuvi. If I was to mention, I will really mention quite a list. Yeah, but
I've also seen you with Tom Daktari. Maybe you can tell us what you've been working with on him.
So it's actually a story, and I think that's where my journey begins to shift. Because when I was starting, I was definitely not a big studio. I started a bit, of course, average. And everywhere, kila mse wanza tu hapo. So I started there as a small studio, and I remember before I even ventured into music industry, I was a banker. Do you know that?
Wow. Okay. Before we even get into your music journey, because this is more like what you are right now. Maybe we can flash back years before you even got into the music industry. What maybe gave you the direction that this is what I want to do? What took you there to the music industry?
Passion. I knew that I loved music from way back nikiwa 4 years, 5 years. So nilijua kitu napenda kabisa ni muziki. And back in them days, of course, I made myself the first guitar I played.
You made yourself a guitar?
Yes, I made myself the guitar. So that time nilijua kabisa muziki napenda. And then we played family bands. Back then, tukagrow tu pole pole over time. Then nikiwa class 7, that's when now my dad realized huyu jamaa anapenda muziki. So he bought me the first now real guitar, it is a serious, a professional guitar. Then from there I continued loving music all the way from primary now into high school. Kacheza piano kwa CU pale nini, tunaimba pale mbele. Then after that kampo pia tukaendelea. But then again, you know this, inasema my parents were appreciating my talent and passion. bado walikuwa wanataka nifanye kitu yenye
corporate,
either you do ukue lawyer, ukue pilot, you get, they are not really seen because of course we understand the industry then was not showing a lot of like potential in terms of business and everything and success. So I understand them. So of course I went into business line, that is learning business courses in campus. Nikamaliza hiyo, nikaingia kwa corporate world, nikafanya miaka kadhaa. But still on the side I'm doing what I love more, that is music. I went back to school now on my own account. I did music production. I learned music production, did many other few courses here and there za muziki. Then sasa nikaventure into music business.
Okay. And that was in which year when you started maybe now practicing music? Which year was that?
Practicing.
Going to school, when you went back to school?
That is 2015.
And then you started up to?
2015, all the way back at 2017.
Up to 2017. So what was that, the time when I met you, that is the time now when you are starting?
Exactly. Tulikutana nikiwa nimeingia.
Actually you are new
yes,
business.
I was totally new. That's when we met. Yeah. So that's when I shifted from being an office guy, a corporate guy, now music, my passion. But then still, nikiwa bado job, the corporate job. Yes. I used to play the guitar there. So every time we have end-year party, I'm the performer. Every time we have CSR meetings, customer week, I'm the one to surprise people here and there. So I still used to do it even in the corporate world.
Nice. So I understand that you starting out this business, there's something, by the time you decided to go full-time into business, you had to quit this other job.
Of course.
What was your greatest fear?
What? That's the point when all your fears are confirmed. So really quit with the impression that actually sikuanza na biashara ya music production. I started with a photography business and videography business. And then from there now I said let me follow my exact passion. So nikafungua Hewane, that was in 2016, even before I was through with my music production courses.
So you started business before even you were done with the course?
Exactly. 2016 ikiisha ndo nikaanza kufungua studio. But that time I was already interested in the field. So nikafungua studio 2016. I'm still working. So I employed producers. That time I employed producer Paulo, iLogos. They are big names actually in the industry.
And then, you employed them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course I employed them. Because I'm that person who believes in perfection. So I didn't want to open a studio and then I put people who cannot put the brand where I'm looking at it getting. So I worked with other producers. I of course employed producers. Through 2016, 2017, and then 2018, that's when I quit employment. And that time I was already through with my studies and everything. So I was ready also to now take the place as the head producer now.
I've had something interesting. You mentioned that you didn't just quit your business. You started pursuing your passion while you're still in work. You opened your studio while you're still in work. How are you able to balance the work, passion, relationship, such that you are running a successful studio and you're also managing a business so well?
Sio rahisi, because let me tell you, biashara ni mwenyewe. And that time I had my bro, I know you know him, Zach. So Zach alikuwa maliza form 4, but then again he wanted to do what I do. Unajua kumaliza form 4 kuna power sasa mimi nataka kufanya.
In fact, he did some very good music at that time.
Exactly. So he wanted to also do what I do because he loved the same things I loved doing. So I actually mentored him into the business. And that time nikifungua biz, that's the time actually he was also ready. Nilikuwa nimempeleka shule pia. He was also ready to come and sit in the business. So he was there as the manager that time. Before, of course, I could actually come.
You could fully transit into the business. Okay, so something else I've also realized is that with everything someone does, especially if you're doing it out of passion, there's always something that you do differently. There is always something that you look at other people doing it in the industry, and then you pick out what you could have done differently. What is it that you feel that like you do differently at Hewane Records that any other producer is not doing?
I'm special. Let me tell you, creativity cannot be compared. If actually somebody else was given this room to decorate, you would definitely do something different. if somebody is given even what you are recording today to edit, they will edit it differently.
Yeah.
So creativity, everybody does his thing in a special way that cannot be compared to somebody else.
Yeah.
But now what you have to do is to make sure that you're professional enough and you have all the skills needed, because now they give you the flexibility to be able to be extra creative than other people in the industry.
Sure.
So I think most of the producer stories you say in Kenya, hawajasoma, ni watu wa YouTube University, so they don't really know the full knowledge of making it special. So I think that's one thing that I added value on myself, to make sure that whatever I do it professionally, and all the skills that are required, I have them. So it's a matter of going ahead and employing my creative mind and creating the next hit every time.
Ah, that's great. So in your journey as a producer and also maybe as an artist, what is the best moment that you have ever gone through in your career?
Well, I've had many best moments, but I cannot...
Maybe you can highlight a few and then tell us the best.
Yeah, of course, but I cannot mention them without mentioning the low moments, so you can see. You know, you can't climb a mountain until you're actually low there. So if you're on top of the mountain, you may actually say, kuna mlima hapa, kila kitu iko sawa, but until now you are down there, that's when you realize how high the mountain is. So I think I will highlight, you see, when I left employment, I had a painted picture of how things will work for me.
Everyone has one.
Well, so I left with a lot of fantasies, nini and all that. So when I came, very big picture. Naingia hivi kama
nimesonga.
Business has been there for 1 year, and the only reason why it's not peaking, according to me, is because I'm not there to actually see how it's running and then be able to make the strategic changes to propel it to the next level. So natoka employment, nakuja.
So now you are the person who is supposed to come in so that things change.
So many things happened at that time, including Mimi could resign, other things that came, that all the money that I had, ilitumika even in other ways that were emergency at that time. So I didn't even have now savings to run me through anymore.
Wow.
So, and then I'm there, biashara ijapik, and you're supposed, you see, marketing is money.
Marketing is money.
You look for money using money. So I didn't have the power to look for money because all my money was spent. So now I'm there stuck. Nitafanyaje sasa, biashara ijapik, and then now people also on the other side are approaching me. Yeah, we have an offer for you.
Come and
give you a job
because they see your potential.
Even one of the some good hospital was actually approaching me and go run a whole department that time. Then I'm thinking, this is good money, but then again I quit to run my business. It's not working fine, but will I go back, then I keep disorienting myself.
Sure. It will keep postponing your dream.
So nikasema, I have waited a very long time to do this, because I actually worked for 7 years.
7 years is a long time.
It's a long time for you to kuweka dream yako kando kwanza, then again you go back to waste more time. So I felt, no. Let me focus on what I'm doing. Let me think critically and strategically how to improve my business to make that sense, those sense I'm looking for. Whether I have money or not, I think there are many other resources.
Yeah, many ways.
And that's
you
where
also do your business part time while doing something else.
Exactly. So that's where now I thought outside the box, and I never wanted, in part of my starting strategy, I never wanted to work with stars. I wanted to create my own stars, and that way I would be sustainable in the industry.
Yeah, sure.
Sikuwa nataka niende master to produce leo kesho watoroke and all that. I wanted to create my own stars, and that's why I put a lot of energy on my bro that time.
Your bro did
to create and actually created a star out of him for that within that short period. So I can say that's the time now when I had to re-strategize. And this is where now Sammy and Tom came in.
So they were new stars at that time?
Walikuwa mastar your time, but in my initial strategy I didn't want to work with stars, but this time I had to think how to work with them and without compromising, of course, my goals. So this is the time now when Sammy and Tom came in. This time they were doing the high school show. Kovonza High School, Mwalimu Tom, and that one. So I approached them. I didn't even have their numbers, so I checked out with my friend akanipea number ya Sammy. So I talked to Sammy. I told him, you guy, I know you don't know me, but I'm the guy. But I'm the guy behind this record label. I have produced serious music. Of course, that time my bro had gone into the industry, so nikashare some of my works. They were not really hit. Zilikuwa tu hapo nikali, but bado hajafika. Iko sawa,
but now they had not really gone out.
Yeah, of course. So nikamwambia, yo, I have a studio and I'm thinking to collaborate with you on your show. So he was like, how do you collaborate with us on the show? Where uko studios is to record mangoma. Then I sold him the idea. I told you guys, since you mnadili na mastude, you can prepare something where the teacher takes the students to wale wanapenda kuimba to the studio, they go record something, and then we do something out of it, and maybe now we make also music for the show. Make also music for the show. So sikuwa fikiria, let's try.
So you told him,
and I told him, now cater for your budgets and everything, let's do it. That's interesting, let's do it, why not?
So you are willing to go the extra mile financially?
Lazima, if you have to make it in business, sacrifice lazima. You have to sacrifice. So I had to sacrifice that for them to come in. So when they came, we did the show, it actually went very well. And they liked the studio, we did the tracks for the show, they liked them. Even those students they brought to the studio for the show, they loved this. So that's how we actually able to work on something.
So you are empowering even those who are good in music to now come out to extract those talents from them.
Exactly. So from there, people are realizing, hey, this studio ni gani. So people start DMing, looking for us, and then from there, of course, we did many other shows with Kina Sami, which of course did very good PR. That Sweet Moyo, all the shows that he's done, we've worked together. Mbaka wa Muzisho, even the ones he's working on right now. We've been in partnership. Yes, we've been in partnership for almost 4 years now with them. And out of that partnership, of course, very good PR. Being able, of course, to sell myself to big now stars. Let's work together. Let's do this and let's do that. That's where now everything changed. So I was at the lowest at moment, but now these guys, when they came, I think the highest moment is once we worked on all these things. Now you get mentioned in big shows, and then producer masala, you feel good, and then from there awards started coming in. So every time I stand on that platform to receive an award, naangalia nyuma nasema, hey, I was low someday, but now this is a big platform. So and biashara pia inajipa so.
So at what point did you feel like this was the turning point?
Kila kitu ka change.
Yeah, like this is what happened. Now it changed the trajectory of my business for good.
Is when I ventured now to international business.
No,
I said, let me try. I've worked a lot on local and ni ngumu. Local ni ngumu, yani ni ngumu. Inakuja, but ni ngumu sana. You have to work really hard to get it.
So local is very difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. I just let me say, Wakenya hawajui muziki ni nini really. So it's actually a new area, for quite a lot of many artists. So hawaelewi, you know, when you come to the details of music proper. So now, but watu wa majuu wanajua hata kitu ndogo kumwandikia tu line hivi, you should be paid for that. Unaget? Mtu kumtengenezea kabisa najua lazima nikulipe poa. They talk about copyright and other costs that actually come with it. So
people are wanting so much favors.
Wanasema tu, bro, wewe nifanyie tu niko na 3K. They don't understand this copyright. They don't understand so many details about the art. But watu wajua wanaelewa hizo vitu, unapata ni watu wako na hizi vitu kwa mikono. So based also on my connections, because when I was doing my music production course nilisomea UK, so I had a lot of also links.
So like you flew to UK or
no, online of course.
Online,
but then of course I'm interacting with people who are very when you're gonna ideas, mob opportunities and all that. So of course I get to understand also how to do the international business ya muziki. So when I started it, I was not sure, to be honest with you. But then it blew.
Working with international artists?
Yes, it
Who are some of the international artists you work with?
Many without names, many with names, but quite a number. I may not be able to tell, but only what I can say is I've worked with other musicians and producers over 80 countries.
Nice. So this coming from a Kenyan producer?
Yes.
Self-taught?
Exactly. Not self-taught really. Lazima nilienda shule of course, but I'm saying the passion. I'm just a passionate guy who went to school just to perfect what I already know.
So being in the music industry for a while, what do you think is the future of music looking like in Kenya?
The future is bright. I wouldn't say any different because the game changers are here.
People like you are
here. The game changers are here, and actually we want to change. Just the other day you saw, if you have been following closely, there's a Kenyan song that is now hitting. Mwaki. Mwaki.
I've seen.
You've seen that Mwaki?
I've seen Mwaki.
Sophia is a local artist, but she's collaborated with the international market, and that's why the product now is sitting on top of the international world. And Sophia is not a local artist. In terms of kutoa mangoma za kweka si kama Otile, mnamjua, she's not even known locally, but she's been working with international acts, and that's why she's been able to go to the international level. Tuko na Otile ushaimwona eti amefanya collab na mtu wa US ngumu, tricky. Brazil tricky.
On the local market.
Exactly. So the people to do the game, I have so many people actually we are doing this international business with. na wengi kila Sofia, there is Nzao, there is Nesburu, there is my bro Zach, there is me and many others who we are working on now in the international platform, and we are collaborating with very serious international brands. Warner Music, Sony, we are collaborating with all these people time to time, and one day wakati sasa kila kitu imekuwa properly set, trust me, tutapenya. Because the success of the music industry is being able to export our talent to the international platform. So the reason why Kenyan music industry iko vile iko is because we are the consumers, and the consumers are no longer interested in the local products. They want some Nigerian products. So how do you convince them the local artists?
Collaborate with those people there.
So you work in reverse. You convince the international world, and you let the international world reconvince the local that this is actually what you have been looking for. And that's what Sophia has been able to do, for example. She collaborated with a Brazilian producer, and now because the song is now a hit worldwide, now imerudi Kenya, and Kenyans are also making now a bigger hit.
So now she's winning in both. Of course. Okay. So we have talked about your music journey, but we've not highlighted your music school. You also have Hewana School of Music.
Yes.
So what do you do at Hewana School of Music?
So we have Hewana School of Music Production. Here we are training music producers and also piano. So I'm creating music producer, and like I was saying, I already have 2 producers at my own records. When they are product of the school, and they're doing amazing jobs. There's Gerix, there's Pachi. And then also to show you how impactful it's been, we have, there are 2 songs also trending on locally. Kuna Roiro, Sikuja Roiro. That song, it's produced by one of my alumni students. And also another song is called Kamote. Kamote, cause I'm going crazy. So there's another producer also from the same school, and many other products I've seen out there from producers actually who have graduated from the school. So we are making producers, and of course on the side we also teaching piano.
Okay, so there's a time I passed by your school, and I noticed that you have quite some students there with you. So like, how many producers have you been able to train so far?
So far around, let's say 40 so far. But unajua sio kila mtu kwa class anatokanga nje anaenda kuwa pilot. So kuna wale wanaifanya also for their own personal use, they want to make their own stuff. Kuna wale wanaifanya pia for commercial purposes. So people also have different objectives. But then again, we've made quite a number, and actually January will be the biggest class.
January?
It will be the
you already
biggest
have
class.
an intake for January?
Yes, it's
people have
ongoing.
Registered?
Yes.
So you're looking to be a producer out there, reach out to producer Nana. We're going to share some of his social media handles and contacts, so that if you're interested in maybe making good music, or you want to be a producer, please reach out to producer Nana. So producer Nana, as you continue, there's something that I'm really interested in terms of your music. Yesterday I saw our WhatsApp status of yours mentioning that your brother, Zach Art, is now the official music producer for EMB Records, the one that is led by Bahati.
Yes.
I would really like to know about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't comment too much, but I'll just do the highlights.
Okay.
So he's now the official audio producer for Bahati, and of course we are talking about EMB. This is also one of the products that I've been able to mentor. Yes, from Hewana. So then I'm a proud father. I'm a proud father. You know, Bahati is not a small artist. He's a big name. So if you find a producer working with such a big artist, then definitely it's a success story.
Definitely, it's a success. They must have seen some of his good work that he's doing for them.
He's really worked hard. He's really worked hard. And Hewana, and also, you know, now he's an independent producer. No, he has his own studio also. So yeah, that's growth. That's growth. That's growth.
Both for you and also for him.
Of course.
So I was also maybe wanting to ask this question. There is something about maybe you as a producer. Is this it about you? What are your plans for the next 5 to 10 years?
5-10 years, I'm supposed to be an international record label. Now, as a matter of fact, now I'm starting the record label, part of the business. You know, there's a recording studio and there's a record label. Record label is the one that now assigns artists. Now, tables artists now under the label. Now, not working with independent artists. I've been working with independent artists for a long, since, of course, my bro. My bro, the last time, was the last artist I signed. So now I'm getting back there, and I'll be working with serious names. Some that you know, some that you may not know.
To be unveiled, or you can...
I can't mention them here. It will be like, kuisema mapema. because it's in the process.
Yeah.
So once it's done, of course you'll see. But some are names that I've created my own. Kutoka chini mpaka mahali wamefika. But now I want to absorb them now in the record label, and now we do business, focusing on the international market. My focus is not local. I'm really focused on the international market in every way.
So if you identify someone with a good talent who wants to come on board on your record label, you're also getting some of those?
Yeah, we have to go through the process, of course. But then again, if you have what it takes, if you have the X factor, why not?
And what does it mean exactly for you, for somebody who qualifies to be on your record label?
You have to be extremely talented, you have to be a performer, and you have to look like an artist.
To look like an artist?
Yes. You have to be presentable like an artist. You know that people don't know how to present. Kama huyu jamaa nikwambia saa hizi ni msanii, utakubali?
Depends on which angle I'm looking.
Utakubali? No, he's so calm. He doesn't look like, he's so calm. He doesn't look like. Yes, kwa hiyo pia msanii tunaona tu yeye ni msanii.
Can I make a good musician?
Yeah, you can. You can. You have the garage and the bubbly. Bubbliness that's required.
I see you behind the scenes for that.
So, sauti pia muhimu.
Sauti?
Yeah, sauti.
So, tutakuja practice. So, what do you think is that thing you will tell to your younger self when you are starting out? I'm sure where you are right now, you've made so many mistakes along the way. You've made good decisions. But if you are to go way back in time when you're starting out, what would you have told your younger self?
You guy, you are strong. You guy, you are strong. You have gone through a lot, but you have stood firm. You've been through a lot, but then again, you've picked up every piece and made it a bigger thing. So you guys have really tried. I can't regret the things I have done before. All I can say is I would definitely want to have it happen a bit earlier. Because you see now I came after 6 years of working in the bank.
Even why
I wish I started now when I was 10, doing all these things.
Oh, 10 years old?
Yes. Because I was already doing it. Actually, I was doing it. It's only that we used to take, unakumbuka ile radio ya kitambo iko na speaker mbili, and then iko na mic na pause na play, alafu iko na record.
Then you can record on a cassette.
Na cassette.
Yeah.
You know, I used to produce with my brothers. Unafanya hiyo record, kuna overdub cassette za mzae.
Is that why your logo has a cassette-ish?
Of course, lazima. Sasa unafinya hiyo record na play, and then cassette inaimba with my local guitar ilikuwa nimejitengenezea. Mabro nimwambia prepare utaimba hivi, so tunaanza kurecord. Me, I didn't know what I was doing until now later I'm realizing, oh, you guy, you've been a producer all the way. So I wish I started now at that age now to do it professionally. That's the only thing. Otherwise,
the one thing I also remember about those cassettes is that none of them were blank. They always had music.
Of course.
And I'm sure you were overwriting some of that music.
Sasa,
what was the situation with you and your dad?
Sasa hapo ulikuwa unatafuta, unajua zilikuwa zinatoka. Nasikia kuna volume 1, alafu kuna jamaa amepiga mpaka volume 20. So mzazi alinunua kitambo volume 1 asikizangi. So he's running with the latest hits now. So hizo za kitambo mnakimbia mnachomoa hizo mnakuja mna overdub. Sasa ile siku anasema nani nimemiss ile wimbo ya nini? Nimemiss ile wimbo. Ilikuwa volume 1, weka hiyo.
Anapata hiyo.
Aleka volume 1, anaanza kusikia titindi. Sasa what is happening? Kujeni hapa. Nani aliharibu? He's already hearing the voices. Anajua sauti ni ya nani, alafu anauliza nani alifanya? And then you are beaten and all that. So ikafika mara akasema mkitaka cassette mnitume blank. Kulikuwa na blank actually. Mnitume blank. So ukimtuma blank anakuambia kuna pesa ya kuharibu. So you go back again and waste volume 2.
Waste volume 2.
So
So producer Nana, anything new maybe you have to tell your audience and people who are looking to work with you? What is it maybe that you have?
Of course, now we are trying to make things kidogo technological. So we want, even the studio will have its own online platform. So if you want to book a session, you just get online, you book your session. If you want to buy beats, unaingia online, tunanunua beats. If you want to hire a vocalist, you can also go in there and hire a vocalist. Anything that you want in the area of music and the studio can do. Can also, if you also want a collaboration with one of the artists, because I have many, each will have their, of course, their price. So you can still buy online, book everything online, then you just come and work on the collab.
So all this is online. Somebody doesn't have to come to your studio.
They will come now at the end of the process. At the end of the process. So the other thing is, of course, for the school also, we are getting online classes. where of course, because so many people have really been asking, wapi class online? Me, I'm far away. Me, I'm in Namibia. Me, I'm in Congo. Me, I'm in so different parts of the world. So you want also to cover that. So online classes will also be there from Feb next year for the school. Okay. So people now can learn from the comfort. And of course, with that, I'm targeting the whole of Africa and the whole of the world.
So will there be a site for that? Is it ready?
Of course, the Hewana school, the site is there. It's just being developed too. Okay. Of course, accommodate
those new changes. Yes. So maybe you can mention the site so that you can capture.
There is hewanaschool.com, that is for the school, and then there is hewanarecords.com, that's for the studio.
So Hewana School?
Hewanaschool.com, that's for the school. Hewanarecords.com, that's for the studio.
For the studio,
yes.
Music studio. Yes. Haya, kama vile mmesikia, he has those 2 sites that you can visit. If you're looking to become a producer, you can go to hewanaschool.com, and if you want to partner with them in terms of music, or you have a song you want to record, you need beats, you need all of that stuff, you can discuss with him. You're going to share his number also. So, Producer Nana, part in short, what is the final comments that you will give to viewers?
So there are so many people who are looking at starting businesses. I would say this, if it's within your line of passion, go for it. Don't wait for any more time. Me, niliharibu 6 years, technically. Wish I started earlier. But then again, if you want to do business so bad because a friend of yours is doing good, Mona amepepea, Nana amedupoa, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it
because you will fail. Because you know what? You'll always compare. There are so many people actually who came to my studio, told me, a friend of mine actually, akaniambia, "Hey, Nana bro, umedupoa, mimi naanza studio sasa." Actually, he went ahead and started. And he signed some big artists to prove to me he has the power to do it. But then again, 1 year down the line, akafunga. Another guy I was talking to just yesterday, kaniambia, "Hey bro, mimi nilifunga studio Lemea, nini?" Nikamuuliza, "What happened?" You encouraged me a lot, but then again, I think it's the location. You know. No. So don't do it if it's not what you really love doing and what is your passion. Otherwise, you'll fail terribly. So go for what you love, do it, invest the best you can. Kama ni kwenda shule ku emphasize on the skill and to learn more and to improve on your quality, just do it as early as you can. Don't wait for any more time. As long as you love it, do it. Hivyo to the success will be based on that.
So people should stop doing what other people are doing and should just follow their passion.
Usiende cliche business because na kuna best yangu aliniambia anatoa mtumba wewe anauza then you go for it. You may not know his strategy. He may not tell you the details of his strategy because he's loved the game and he knows how to do it. There are many people who see Messi scoring goals and doing very nice shots and everything and all that. And they want to be footballers. And because they want to do because of Messi, they go on there, wanavunjika miguu. Now they stay forever, they don't have good legs because they went for a game they cannot do. You get my point? So only footballers who have the passion and the talent, tumeona wengi wakati watu wanafanywa talent nini, tunaona wale hata tukiwa Raimatu walikuwa wacheza futa, but there are those who actually came out as talented. Kwetu tulikuwa mimi nilikuwa nacheza futa, but where am I now? It wasn't my thing. It's not about it kuanza mapema. Mtu asikudanganye hii game ni kuanza mapema. No, if it is not for you, it's not for you. Don't go for it. Whatever is for you, just go for that.
So as we wind up our video, we have a little surprise gift for our guest, and I have a tray here with different surprise gifts here, and whichever you pick is the one that we are going to make sure we have mailed to your address. Okay. So you're going to pick one, and whichever you pick is what you're going to get.
So there are 6, eh?
Yeah, there are 6. And
I'm supposed to pick only one?
I'm supposed to pick only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
you can pick one here.
Only one, eh? And you made sure they are equal colors. Pink, yellow, and somehow yellow.
Yeah.
So today I'm on orange, so why not?
Orange. Nice one. That is a perfect one.
All of them are like this. All of them are like this.
Okay, so I'm going to, because this one is something I really wanted you to pick. You can pick another one, but you're also going to work on this. Okay. So this one says, recommend a business person in your network. And because this is a channel where we focus on business stories, telling business, African business stories the African way. So he's going to recommend for us someone that will be featured in our video next. And you're also going to pick another one.
Another one.
Yes.
This color yellow is messing me up. This color yellow is messing up.
Color yellow. Take yellow, take yellow.
Sasa hapa, acha niwapate hii pia.
So this one says unlimited t-shirt. So we'll be getting you an unlimited t-shirt. We'll be going to, we will mail it to your address, so that whenever you feel like you want to feel unlimited, on your worst day you wear that t-shirt, and then now you remember that you are unlimited. Because
Perfect.
Unlimited is the channel where we make sure that we make people feel like they are unlimited, because we share those stories that are successful, for you to see that each and everybody started somewhere, and it is because they kept away their limitations, and that's why they are where they are right now. So thank you so much for staying posted, and I hope that we meet you in the next one. Bye.